Hey guys, I'm Al from Games Re-Up and I'm here with your weekly retro gaming update number 5. Number 5. Let's get on with the show. So what do we have this week? So first of all, we have got Blaze. Have you ever heard of Blaze before? Now, I don't mean the people who make third-party controllers and things like that. I actually mean a game called Blaze. Blaze was created originally for the Amiga 500. It's kind of like a early, well, not even like an early PC. Anyway, if you know what a Commodore 64 is, you're probably going to know what an Amiga is, so that's what it is. Anyway, so Blaze was essentially meant to be a brand new rival for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I can see why people can see the similarities here, because Blaze, I don't think he's a hedgehog. He almost looks like, well, actually no, he kind of does look like a hedgehog. He's orange. And he just, there's so many characteristics about him that look like Sonic. Be it the fact he can run pretty fast, the fact that he's got a bit of an attitude like Sonic. It's just, everything about the game looks like Sonic. Anyway, so obviously one of the original developers found they were basically going for a stash of their old stuff, and they saw Blaze. Obviously sat on their pile. It must have been a disc, I don't know what it was. But basically what they found was a prototype, or a very, very early in development game that they'd already created, obviously, called Blaze. Now Blaze, like I said, is just like Sonic the Hedgehog, as you can see on the video. It's nigh on identical. But what the developer's done is he's actually released the alpha version of the game for everyone to play. You can obviously do that by looking at the link below. It's in the comments section, just next to the comments section. I've put a link there, so you can get to that and actually try it. There's no sound. There's no sound at all. Obviously the game, like I said, is totally playable. It's just there is no sound. And I believe it to be only 1 or 2 levels. I think it might even just be 1 level. Now the game itself, as you can see, runs really, really quickly, really, really smoothly, which is how they wanted it to run on the Amiga. Now, it does make me wonder if when they actually had piled on the music and maybe given it more background, everything like that, then it might have slowed down slightly. I'm not entirely sure, because obviously it never saw the light of day. But anyway, give it a go, because it is a good one, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so there's a brand new spaceship shooter coming out from Seminole Studios, and it is called Z Exemplar. So if you know what R-Type is, if you know what Gradius, I think Gradius is one of them. If you know what all of those are like, then you're gonna know what you're expecting from Exemplar. Now this is being created for the PC, Mac, iOS and Android devices, and it's done in the 8-bit style of R-Type and Gradius. Basically because, let's face it, there's not enough spaceship shooters, are there? Especially not nowadays, and you can't really get bored of those damn things because they are ever changing. Just level design, different enemies. I think they're great, they're easy to jump into, and at the moment I believe it's going to be free, but they haven't quite said too much about it. Obviously we've got a little bit of footage here for you, so you'll be able to take a look at that. I'll play that directly after the video, just so you can get a bit more detail of it. But this is looking great, and they've actually already released a playable demo, so there is a link for that, again, at the bottom of the page. That will be there as well. Make sure you click on that and give it a go, because it's free, so you're not paying anything, so give it a go. we have a classic from the Commodore 64 era. It's called Hero 2. Yeah, it's being overhauled. So basically what they're going to do is ramp up the graphics and just basically make, without changing the game, making the game a little bit more accessible to people these days. So for people who've never played it before, you'll be able to jump into it and it won't seem too alien in the way it looks. Obviously, all of us older people are probably going to love it, Hero 2, for what it was anyway, and would just like to see what they're doing with it. They're not going to change much with the sound. They might tweak it slightly, but I can't see them. They're not going to overhaul it and totally digitise it and, you know, totally change it. They just want to update it, give it a whole new gloss of paint, and start again, basically. Well, not start again, and re-release it for us to enjoy again. That's what I tried to say. So the guy who's actually behind it is called Retrofan. It's a great name, Retrofan, who actually is already in the process or has already done the overhaul of Bomb Jack. We all know Bomb Jack, crazy little guy. He's also done that. Now the game is in early development, so don't expect it anytime soon. It definitely won't be this year. Probably next year, failing that year after. I don't think it's going to be too long. If you take a look at the footage below, you can obviously see what Hero 2 is all about. It's a fun game. It's a fun game in all fairness. I can't see it appealing to too many people today because it's too... I think it's a bit tedious almost, that game. Maybe I'm wrong saying that. It's a fun game, but I just can't see younger audiences playing this now because it's not got massive guns, massive killing. I don't know. I just seem to think that's what young people play nowadays. I could be wrong. Next up, you're going to love this. It's the Sensible Soccer successor. We have, wait for it, Sociable Soccer. What do you think of the name? Because I'm not so sure. Sociable Soccer, so I'm guessing the reason they've called it that is because you can now play it online. Now by playing it online, does this originally totally erase the idea of Sensible Soccer? Now the idea of Sensible Soccer is, it was, obviously you could play single player, but you were in the same room multiplayer, this thing that I keep banging on about, this thing that I absolutely love. Get some mates around, get some beers in, do whatever you need to do, but play in the same room. So you can have a go at each other when you not kill each other because it's football, beat each other, get some goals in, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure it will have this as well, but the fact they're calling it Sociable Soccer, maybe it just means it's going online. I don't know, but it sounds like what they're going to have is updated teams. So for example, if you support Chelsea, you're going to have people like Remy, Hazard, people like that. If you're a United fan, you've got Lindegaard, you've also got De Gea, you know, people like that for the team you support will actually be in the game. That's just rumblings. I think he mentions it in his Kickstarter video, because obviously this is going to be a Kickstarter. I'm not sure if they've actually started it yet, but what you have after this segment will be the actually full Kickstarter video, so you'll be able to see exactly what they're talking about. I'll also have any news we get of this game. I'll be following it along the way, as I'll also be re-reviewing Sensible Soccer for the Sega Master System. Now that was actually one of my first reviews from back in the day. You can have a look. It's right at the bottom of the page, miles down there. It was a terrible review because, let's face it, I just recorded it with a camera. I can do a better job, so I will be doing that again, just so all you fans of Sensible Soccer will be able to see what it's all about and how I've actually come along with my retro gaming reviews. Changed slightly, let's put it that way. So it was a best-selling game in the 1990s. It's had various reincarnations. Everyone's trying to copy it, as well as it also coming to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. So that is available if you did want to have a go on the old version before you think, should I support the Kickstarter? Maybe you should. The goal is £300,000, because it's a British developer. Go British developers. And what they've also said is the controls can be slightly edited to the way you would play FIFA, for example. So if you've got certain button combinations you like to play with, you can alter it to that, which I think is kind of cool, because let's face it, most people play FIFA nowadays. But it does make me worry, are you going to go back? You're going to go back a step to play sensible soccer? Sociable soccer? That's what it should be. I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be surprised if it doesn't get funded, let's put it that way. Anyway, I've been Al from Games Re-Up with your Retro Gaming Weekly News. I'm not sure if I've said that correctly again, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been Al, I'm signing out, and I'll see you next week with your Retro Gaming update. Again, not saying it properly. Anyway, see you later.
Hello, my name is John Hare and I am a game designer. My best known games include Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder and Whizball that were all developed when I was the creative director at Sensible Software. And I've made loads of games since. Every year fans keep on asking me, when are you going to make a new football game? So, surprise, surprise, I'm delighted to announce we've just started working on the next game in the dynasty. The spiritual successor to Sensible Soccer. It's called Sociable Soccer. Sociable Soccer will be a super slick, super quick, finely tuned and instantly playable football game. Like all the old Sensible Software titles, it will be finely crafted with love and care and meticulous attention to detail. One thing we weren't able to offer back in the days of Sensible Soccer was online multiplayer. Well, now with Sociable Soccer, I'm delighted to say it's finally here. One of our online leagues is devoted entirely to fans of a particular club playing together as a clan against the fans of another club. You can select and configure the controls so it plays just like your favourite football game. Plus, you can choose your favourite camera view. We have all angles covered. Every player will have his own fully customisable 3D player avatar who will be invited to join one of our footballing clans. The best player avatars even get to play for their favourite club or country alongside their real-life sporting heroes. I'm working with an accomplished and incredibly talented AAA team to bring this game together. These guys are already gaming heroes in their own right.
So Yoni, what have you been working on today with Sociable Soccer?
No, I've been just working on the passing game, making it fun, so it's fun to play and works fast.
Sammy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to focus on watching this cat video and learn how to make music so we could actually make the soundtrack for the game.
Hey Amar, what have you been working?
Hey, je peux parler en français donc je vais dire ce que je veux. J'ai passé la journée à filmer John et j'en ai plus que marre.
That's nice.
Come and join us. Become part of the team. And remember, stay social.